Detroit has been an epicenter for highly successful businesses, startups, and everything else. But the pandemic is not slowing down one that we have been following for years now, especially now that actor and comedian Kevin Hart is giving the business called Ellis Island Iced Tea a big boost. So we first featured the founder Naila Ellis and her startup Ellis Island Tea over 4 years ago, and since then she's been building her business and her company, and is now her beverages are sold at Sam's Club, Costco's, and will soon be coming to Walmart, CVS, and Target. And now she's getting a sweet heart deal with the support of Kevin Hart, which is a really, really great. Hey, welcome back, Naila Ellis, founder of Ellis Island Iced Tea. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks a lot for having me on.
Absolutely. So now you are taking your business to a new level, and this business is all thanks to a family recipe that started generations ago. Tell us, a little bit about that story.
Sure. So my great grandfather was a Jamaican immigrant who came over into America through Ellis Island in the early 1900s, and he was master or head chef for Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line. And before he died, he ended up running one of the largest catering companies in the Bronx. And before he died, his instruction for this recipe for Ellis Island Tea was for it to be sold and not told, which means put it on the market. And so I've always wanted entrepreneurship. And my original plan was to go to college and get a degree and then end up with a super high paying job on Wall Street. And then I would work there for a couple of years and save my money and then quit that job and go after my true dream of entrepreneurship. However, freshman year, first semester, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say freshman year, first semester, I realized how student loans work. And I would have graduated north of $100,000 in debt. And so that didn't sit well with me. So I figured I was young enough to change my mind. And I walked away from school, moved back to Detroit, and the trial and error began. I was 19 years old, and I started out selling tea out of the trunk of my car. And the rest was history. And then fast forward to today, I'm the largest Black female beverage manufacturer in the country. And our stuff is manufactured right here in the city of Detroit.
And I love it. You are really one of Detroit's biggest success stories. And now you've added another ingredient to this, recipe, and it's the Hollywood star power partnership that you have with comedian and actor Kevin Hart. How did this connection come about?
Yeah, I'm still in a state of shock because it's all unreal and it happened so fast. I just started putting it out there, and I felt crazy. Talking about it, and everybody was telling me I was crazy, but I just started telling people I want Kevin Hart. Like, I got to figure out a way to get in front of Kevin Hart. And it was literally 4 degrees of separation. I was talking to a mentor of mine who is a friend of Kevin Hart's bodyguard, and his bodyguard happens to be from Detroit. And that was the connection. And so I got on the phone with Terry Brown, who's Kevin Hart's bodyguard. And I just asked him, would he mind making an introduction? And he told me I was crazy. And he's like, man, out of the 12 years I've had this job, I've never brought anybody to Kevin on the business side. I'll think about it. And then I got a call back, and he said he mentioned it when they were walking somewhere. And he told him, yeah, this sounds good. Set up the meeting. And then next, I jumped on a plane a couple days before Christmas and just told my family, I'm going to Cali. I'm not coming back until I get a meeting with Kevin Hart. No plans, I didn't have his number, any of that. And I landed there. And then next, I was sitting across the table from Kevin Hart. We had a one-on-one meeting, got in front of him for about 15 minutes. And by the end of that meeting, he was in. He committed to investing, partnering, and the rest was history. It's just crazy how this all came together. Yeah.
This is amazing. And you went from selling it out of your car to now you're going to be in stores all over the country. What comes to mind when you think back to those days really quickly?
I can't believe that how far we've come. It's just crazy to go, because I sit and I envision myself all the time dragging that cooler down the street and driving that hatchback stick shift. And just to look up today, and now I've got a full staff. I'm the largest Black female beverage manufacturer in the country. People can buy it all over online, and you can get a case of tea delivered to your door for less than $30 by going to ellisislandtea.com. Yeah,
That's
it's
perfect,
crazy.
Naila. It is crazy. Congratulations to you. And of course, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks a lot for having me on.